is down. Just about every police agency throughout Washington state on the scene, and they've been looking for Derral Mosby for the past week now.
That's right. This is all unfolding outside of Mosby's parents' home on Northeast 29th in Ridgefield. And Joel Iwanaga is live near that scene with the breaking details. Joel?
Well, Jenny and Jeff, good afternoon. Neighbors describing quite a tense scene after hearing a series of gunshots that rang out just about 15 to 20 minutes ago. We'll give you a live look at the scene right now. And well, actually, we want to go to Sergeant Fred Neiman for a live interview here. Give us the latest here on this suspect with Mr. Mosby.
Sure. Details are still unfolding. I can tell you that the person we believe to be Mr. Mosby came out of the residence. He was armed. He confronted the SWAT team members. There were shots fired. We're not sure of the exact details right now, but Mr. Mosby, or the person we believe to be Mr. Mosby, was shot. He's being medically treated. He's being transported to the hospital right now.
We heard that Life Flight may have been canceled.
Well, that's what I understand too. Life Flight's not always readily available. I think they were up in the gorge or something.
Yeah, they're coming from the Dalles. So, yeah. What can you tell me about the condition of Mr. Mosby?
I can't tell you anything about it other than I can tell you he was shot, or the person we believe to be Mr. Mosby. We haven't confirmed that yet, but it's probably him. No law enforcement officers were injured, and right now, major crimes is being called out to as in any shooting incident.
Does this man that you believe to be Mosby, did he fire at deputies?
I don't know. I know he was armed. I don't know the exact sequence of events or exchange of gunfire or any of that. We don't have those details right now.
Fred, he was down in the Albany area earlier this week, and he got made back up here. What were the details behind that? Can you give us some information?
I don't know. I was called out here this afternoon as the whole thing unfolded. I know the U.S. Marshal's Office, Marshal Service is here. I know local law enforcement, they've been looking for him. So I don't know what led them to him here, but they believed it was Mr. Mosby in the residence here.
It's on ambulance. He is being transported as we speak. Is that correct?
Yes, he is. He's gone from the scene.
You know how many times he was fired, or how many times
I don't know any of those details. Sorry. That'll be released later, as soon as we know.
Assuming this is Mr. Mosby, I have to assume you guys are glad he is off the streets.
If it's Mr. Mosby, yes. We're glad that he's no longer a threat.
So once again, breaking news out here in Ridgefield. Thank you, Fred. We appreciate that. The neighbors hearing a series of gunshots, and the Clark County Sheriff's Office confirming that the suspect, as we take a live picture here, is down. He was shot by officers. No officers were hurt during this gunfire. Again, they believe that Mosby was armed and, of course, dangerous. But again, he was shot, and as we speak, being taken to the hospital right now via ambulance. At first, Life Flight was called, but we understand that Life Flight was in the gorge somewhere tending to another rescue out in the Dalles, so they said it was much quicker to take him by ambulance. Again, I don't know the condition of the suspect believed to be Derral Kenny Mosby. We're working to get that information for you. But again, a live picture here in Ridgefield. The standoff appears to be over. That suspect being taken to the hospital. He was shot by SWAT team officers here in Clark County. That's the very latest reporting live here in Ridgefield. I'm Joel Iwanaga, KOIN 6 News. Now back to you.
Joel, so good to hear no officers were shot. Thank you for that update. And of course,